Hey everyone, it's Ardith, and I'm excited to be here as a guest designer for the Fusion Card Challenge Anniversary. This is a challenge where you choose to use the sketch, or the inspiration photo, or both. I couldn't resist the dreamy watercolor inspiration, and I decided to combine it with the sketch. Here's the evolution of my background. It took me a little while to get to a happy place with it. I started with 3 colors of Catherine Pooler ink: Tiki torch, party dress, and suede shoes. I smooshed them onto a laminated panel. I had a panel of watercolor cardstock taped down to a board to prevent warping. I added quite a bit of water to the card from the top right down to the bottom left, and I made sure that I didn't cover the whole panel with water because I wanted that directional look with my colors. I added quite a bit of suede shoes ink and I let it move around before I went back in and dabbed areas of party dress and finally tiki torch. It was looking like it might get muddy, but in the end these colors stayed true in spots and blended well in others. I used my heat gun to dry it, knowing that the colors would lighten a bit, but it didn't feel soft enough to me, so I spritzed it with some water and lifted some of the color with a paper towel. This gave some nice texture, but the colors were still a little too vibrant for what I wanted. I dried it again. Still vibrant. So I took a risk. Seriously, I thought it might all go wrong here and I would have to start over. And I brushed the whole thing with my wet brush and got the colors moving again. What a relief that it actually softened and blurred, exactly how I wanted it. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. These inks react so well with water that you can keep playing with them quite a bit. I think it looks like the colors are melting together on a rainy day. I dried it for the last time and moved on. I used VersaFine Clair ink, which is waterproof and very crisp, to stamp several of the new Pretty Pink Posh Crocus Flowers across my card. I only used masking in one spot because I wanted the flowers to have an airy feel without any crowding. Once I had the stamping finished, I painted the flowers with glazes of the same 3 colors to deepen them and make them pop from the finally soft background. I love how the layers of color show through underneath, creating different shades but still staying pretty true to their original tones. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say I was finished with that background? Well, I decided that I really wanted some of the texture from spritzing, so I quickly cut masks for all the flowers to provide a bit of protection while I sprayed the whole panel and lifted more color with paper towel. I tried to work quickly. The masks were not waterproof, and if I let them sit too long, the flowers would have gotten wet again as well. To finish the card, I used a modified version of the inspiration sketch. I flipped it and narrowed the strip to a very thin piece of black cardstock underneath a pretty scalloped edge. I used some label dies and put the sentiment and other elements of the sketch in the top right instead of the bottom left. I did go back in and add some deeper yellow as well as some lime green to add more variation to the colors in the flowers. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank Michelle for asking me to play along with the anniversary challenge for Fusion. It's been so much fun to use some of these new Pretty Pink Posh stamps. Shopping links are below and on my blog. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.